5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, God damn it. Here I am. Welcome to the ROMELLO Marcellus show. I'm he and he is me. And yeah, once again, it is another installment of this show. Welcome. What day is it? It's Wednesday. It is hump day. Somebody somewhere in the world is humping. Hopefully you are of age and consenting. Yeah, man, if you're here, I thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us. And that means a lot to me. And this is our platform. It's not my platform. I'm just here to facilitate. I just want to say it's a beautiful day. If you're in the mid-Atlantic region, man, we had a little rain broke through, and hopefully everybody make it home or have made it home safe. A little hot, a little sticky, but yeah, we shall endure. Yeah, hopefully everybody's been taking into account that things are changing and opening up a little more, but you're still required to be safe and be responsible. Just what you're drinking and you're smoking, and if you're fornicating, that too. Safe. Better safe than sorry. Okay? While you're moving about, if you're not vaccinated, please be respectful of others, man, and wear your masks. Even if you are. In this day and age, it's uncertain. You know, you should wear your mask if you're going into places that you're going to be in closing spaces with people you don't know. Yeah. It's more about you being protecting yourself and those that you love at home by your moving about. Yeah. Once again, welcome to the ROMELLO Marcellus show. I'm gonna allow some people to get in the room while I do some administrative stuff, man, so we can jump into this thing tonight, because this one is sentimental to me, and I hope that I deliver this and do this well, or do this justice to those that this may touch. This show, yeah, it's a bad thing when you have people out here who have no one and are consistently put in positions where they can be taken advantage of. Sometimes, man, you know, here's a lame colloquialism we use all the time: hurt people. Man, you got to recognize why they're hurt, get to the root of that, and then you can get some healing. And most of us, we tend to pass the buck without really looking at the individuals before us, because we were all created in God's image, and we all have the same attributes: good, bad, ugly. But there's that a time when someone's needing or crying out for help in their actions and the things that they're saying. But most of us, we don't listen that close. We won't seek the root of things. And it's a sad thing that a lot of us leave our childhood behind, and we carry these things into our adult life, and we never unpack that baggage, and we wonder why we can't have fruitful relationships, meaningful relationships. And you know, you got to stop somewhere. I mean, we may think it's mild when we do the self-abuses and the things we medicate ourselves, whether it's shopping or the vain living or drinking or sex or whatever it is to make us feel good about ourselves throughout the day. I'll say this tonight: you being you is more than enough for you to feel good about yourself. If you need someone to make you feel good about you, then damn, You need to seek some help, even if it's some sort of therapy. Retrospectively, man, I've spoken about it in the Black community. There is so many of us that are walking around with undiagnosed mental illnesses. Hurts are it affects the mentality, you know, the things that we do that apply the decisions that we make through our lives, that we look back and we may have regret. So we have to get to the point where we want that kind of help or that healing, you know, and yeah, get beyond it. You know, as people are piling in, man, I'm gonna type the topic, but I'm not gonna post it just yet. I'm gonna type it in the Instagram, and yeah, we're gonna let it marinate while some folks come in, because I think that this is what I do know is this will offend some people tonight, and it will shine a light on some subject that, or hopefully we can get some hey, what's up, Mark? Mark's in the room. Welcome, brother. I hope that it will incite some thought, man, and I'm going to show you two sides to this. Hang on one second. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and ride with it. I can't put it off anymore. Let's go ahead and ride with it. I'm gonna post it. We're going in on these goofies tonight because they out here. The topic of the evening is older men and younger women, not young girls. Not young girls. When I say young girls, I mean young ladies who are in their adolescence, or, you know, they still haven't even had the opportunity to smell their own piss. As an old adage or old person used to say all the time, you're smelling your own piss, meaning you haven't had the opportunity to come into full adulthood to even be able to make a decision to decipher whether someone means you well or not. Shit, we are adults here, and we still don't have the key to that motherfucking puzzle or question, let alone a child. You know, we talk about it where you have this go on, but for me, it's deeper than that, because as an adult, when these things happen to you, you're manipulated as a minor. You know, you have to question, how did that happen? Was it a lack of supervision? Or did the abuse start before that? Did it start in the home before it became something that was enforced upon, tricked upon you to make you think that you were in control of it, when in all actuality you weren't? And I'm speaking of young ladies, you know, where this is how devious some motherfuckers have been in life. You know, you may have ran track. You may have been a basketball player. You may have been a teacher's aide. You know, people will use these positions to abuse you, or have abused those that we love and we know. And it goes unaddressed. When we meet people that are reckless in the world, we wonder, well, why is she so loose with herself? Why is he so loose with himself? There are things that have gone on with that individual that we have no understanding about, and it's gone unaddressed. Prime example, you know, to talk about teachers and things of that nature, you would think that they would have some sort of restraint, but no, that is how do I say it? That is a pedophile's dream, to be around you all day and to see you. And the cunning part about it, I think that they seek, is that your parents give you to them every day and respect them. And when they come and sit down and talk about your grades and so on and so forth, they are none the wiser. Some motherfuckers are so bold, they'll pick you up from your front door and say, hey, we're going to a track meet, going to a football game. We're going to do this or that and the other. Or we're going camping. For you that were Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. And the whole time long having their way with you. Oh, and that's y'all's secret. And how they govern the secret is you're so mature. You're so smart. You're so beautiful. You're so this, telling you all the shit that you were never taught or told, because the majority of us grew up with one or the other of our parents being absent. And I'm going to speak to the young ladies tonight, or the ladies tonight. How many of you have grown up in your homes with your fathers? How many have not? But just because you have a body in the house doesn't mean he was there. Understand this. He could be in the house and be absentee as a motherfucker. We all get off on our own shit. And sometimes we are not on post as we should with our children, where we have an individual who's willing to step in. I was always taught that a woman's first true love is her father, because he is the first role model, the first protector, the first provider, the first man, the first Superman in her life. And he should be there at every turn. He should be the first heard and the last heard or seen when it comes to the world, when it regards to his children. So I asked a question tonight, you know, what are some of the things that would drive a young lady to attach herself to some old pedophile that's looking to do nothing but use up her body and rob her of her innocence and her mind, and further destroy her self-esteem as she goes on in life and realize that the mistakes that were made with her, giving the one thing that she can never get back, and that is her virginity, her pureness. Was it she was seeking validation? Was she abused already? You know, did she lack the self-esteem or the self-worth? Was it not given or instilled in her before she left? Was she that lost because those that were supposed to be in roles of supervision and imparting wisdom in her, were they absent? Meaning absent from the spirit, absent from the teaching, not in the body. Because hell, you can show up for work every day and not do a damn thing. How impressionable was she? Was she impressionable? And if so, then that's still a lack from the things that she should have gotten or should have been imparted in her home, that she is more than enough and was more than enough to stand on her own. You know, there was a case, and I was privy to witness, and it was a statutory rape case. Okay, the young lady, she was 14, turning 15, and the boyfriend was actually 20, turning 21. Parents found out. And boom, there you go. Now, the flip side to this is this. Yeah, the young guy was charged, but when they went to court, the courts actually stated the fact that due to the maturity level of the young man, he would still be considered a minor. And this is facts in so many different places. This is where, prime example, okay, here we go. In DC, in the District of Columbia, they have what's called a youth act. You can get arrested for a crime that could be a violent crime or anything that they could actually charge you as a adult. This youth act time could take you into a youth facility until you actually turn 26. The laws of the land actually do not view men as truly developed adults until the age of 25. I'm just stating fact. You do your homework. Um, the question is, when does a woman become a woman? When and what age is she mature enough to make those decisions and be able to decipher what's good for her and what's not? And I'm speaking in true, I'm seeking the knowledge, the understanding, because I don't know, because I'm not a woman. I'm not privy to that. So I'm looking for answers. I mean, someone could share that with me. I would be greatly, greatly appreciative, because we all want to know. I mean, when you have situations like that go on, you have to look at it. I mean, was she willing? I mean, how did they meet? Did they, these are the questions that were asked. But then you have those straight up guys or people who are looking to prey on them, because that's what they want. Look at Chris Hansen. For years caught the same fools, the same damn house, the same pizza man, the same car, the same suit, same jacket, same voice. And I can tell you, these idiots have watched the TV To Catch a Predator, and they've seen the show, and they fell for the shit. For years that show was on. I don't understand it. Not to take the focus, let me stay on topic. The understanding is that what I'm talking about is, let's say you live in your neighborhood, and it's an older guy that, hey, may have his eye on you as a young girl and say, when she get a little older, I'm gonna get that. He's a pedophile. Fucking wrong. Needs his ass whooped. To even have that in his mind, and even if he's given the opportunity to revisit it when you become an adult, he's a fucking pervert, because he sought you out when you were but a child. That's just my opinion. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know somebody said, tell it it's facts. Understand that someone said, understand that young ladies are speaking. Understand that the young ladies you were speaking of have been damaged in some way. She is lost and looking for anyone to give her the care that has been missing from her life. She is a lot of times desperate for attention, with lack of understanding of what healthy or loving attention looks like. Because she hasn't experienced healthy relationships, she is vulnerable to men who can easily identify and take advantage of her brokenness. Wow. Sit in a nutshell. I mean, I've felt that. It's always been a thought in the back of my mind, but it's been professed tonight. Wow. Wow. The reason I'm saying this to you is because in my life and time, I've encountered adult women who have gone through that kind of shit. And you can see the damage that it's done, whether through lack of trust, whether through the constant acting out, seeking further attention because they don't have that attention, or they've never gotten it, or they're in the mode of self-medication. And a lot of times, man, you in that fog for so long, it becomes a habitual thing, and it just keeps you there, and life will pass you by, and you'll look up and life is gone, and you have left nothing to outlive you. Question is, what the fuck are you doing it for? There's a continuum when someone does something to you to hold on to something. We've all been guilty of it, whether it's been someone who's lied to us or touched us or done some shit to us or stole something from us. When we harp on it, motherfucker, yeah, we continue to allow the individual to have power over us. But you think about these young ladies or these young girls that are in grown bodies that have not healed, and still walk around in their inner self, giving those goofies power over them every day through their self-medication, through their lack of self-worth, through their acting out, and their vow of secrecy and silence. Wow. Some shit has to change, man. Question is, when does it? I want you all to kind of indulge me for a second. On the Facebook side, I just want you to indulge me.
Dear God, I'm 14 years old. I've always been a good girl. Maybe you can give me a sign. Let me know what's happening to me. One day, my daddy come and say, you're going to do what your mom wouldn't. Now.
Let me see again.
Yeah.
Mr. One, look at you.
No, we got to start this one over. Let me help y'all out.
Going to jail, bro. Hey, yeah, your bitch ass going to jail. Yeah, with that little ass girl.
There we go.
Get that little ass girl over here. This nigga finna go to jail. I called the police on this bitch ass nigga. This nigga 30 fucking years old. That little girl 14.
No, I never touched her.
I called the police on this bitch ass nigga. Nigga, you 30, nigga. She 14. Your bitch ass going to jail, nigga. Nigga, your bitch ass going to jail, nigga. Your bitch ass going to jail, that little ass girl. Come on, get your little young ass over here. Come on. Man, get the fuck over here. Man, you man, shut the fuck up. You said that's your motherfucking baby mom.
I was just playing.
How the fuck you win your bitch ass? You a bitch ass nigga. She might well come on. Yeah, nigga, you finna go to jail, nigga.
Now he walking in the store with this young girl with his hands all on her ass, talking about she's his baby mama.
That's a little ass girl. What that little girl is?
Talking about she 18, bro.
Come on, go get that little girl. No, that lady can't get her no motherfucking money. No, she. Hey, she gotta come at this store. Now she gotta come on. That man 30 years old, you 14. I called the police. Going with you. She ain't going with you either till the police come. That nigga 30 years old, nobody play that shit. What the fuck your mama at? I don't give a fuck. Talking about he your baby mama. What the fuck your mama and your daddy at? Hell yeah. Yeah, he said that's his baby mama. Walked in the store grabbing her ass. Yeah, why you think we ran down? Come on.
Look like she probably no bigger than
little hot ass little girl.
11, 12 years old.
I got nieces, nigga. Nah, I kill you, nigga. I got nieces, nigga. Come on, bro. You going to jail, bro. You going to jail, my nigga. Man, you going to jail.
He's sitting there trying to explain himself.
You going to jail, bro. You going to jail, my nigga. I'm a real nigga, bro. I got nieces. You going to jail. You think you know how...
Wild ass nigga.
Nah, you ain't leaving no goddamn. You going to jail, nigga. You going to jail, nigga. You belong in jail, nigga. You a bitch, nigga.
I'm not fucking. Put that on my mama, bro.
Man, you lying, nigga. You say that's your baby mama.
She want me to
You
go,
want me to start grabbing her ass.
I know it's wrong for me to do, bro. I'm sorry. I know, and I said that was wrong, bro.
Bro, get the fuck back, bro.
It wouldn't have been wrong if you wouldn't have got caught, if the homies wouldn't have ran down on him. Sit your ass down.
Sit down. Yeah. Sit down. No, sit down if I get you right now. That nigga got down with that. Hey, get her. Don't let her leave.
Now watch a young girl now. Watch her reaction.
She ain't going nowhere. That girl a runaway. She gotta be. She been. Ain't no way. The police gonna handle you. He gonna take you home. You ain't going nowhere. Fuck you, ain't. You ain't no damn 18. You fucking 14, bro. You fucking 14. Hey, get off of it. Get off of it. Get off of it. Get off of it.
I'm fucking family. Leave it all alone. I can't go home. I was just here to meet him. I want to go home. Let her go, because you never had sex with me. We just fucking so leave the nigga alone. The fuck? Let her go, bro. You feel me? You ain't safe everybody, my nigga. What ain't do to you?
Because he a fucking pedophile, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? That man just said he was talking about so selfish in the brothers and shit. That's a fucking little girl, bro. Fucking a little girl, bro. Come on, bro. That shit lame as hell, my nigga. You fucking a little girl, bro. So why you grabbing her ass then? Come on, bro. You sound stupid as fuck, bro. You sound stupid as fuck, bro.
Now you never do it again.
You fucking that little girl, bro. Ain't no way around that, bro. You fucking that little girl, bro. You fucking that little girl. He fucking that little girl. He fucking that little girl. Hey. Get that nigga. Come. All right. Fuck with that little ass girl, nigga.
Shame. You know, in all of that ruckus, man, they called the police. And yeah, they never showed. I don't fuck with 12, but you know, in certain situations, I mean, even like that, man, you get some street justice, but you still got to go ahead and put them people in play. Because if not, sure, he'd apologize to her for her, but hell, he'll do it again. He's still walking away. Yeah, they whipped him. Yeah, they whipped him, though. They whipped him. But at the same time, you know, you got to know the fact that he's still out there. If you understand what I'm saying. They never showed. The cops never showed. No, they never showed, even though they drug him, you know. Someone said, my belief is that until a female is able to decipher the difference between real love, what real love is supposed to feel like, and believing that any kind of love is acceptable, she hasn't began to walk into in her womanhood. She is still exhibiting adolescent behaviors and has not grown or hasn't grown past her worst traumatic experience. Whether it was physical or emotional, her idea of normal is tainted because of it. I mean, looking at the young girl, I mean, when the brothers pulled her up and, you know, hey, look, we're going to get you to your father or your mother, or we're going to let the police deal with you. Because evidently somebody knew somebody, you know, to see that was off. Either they knew the dude or they saw the girl around. So the brothers intervened based on, you know, the fact that I got nieces, I got daughters, I got, you know, sisters. I would do the same shit if I saw it and it was out of character, you know. But the young girl flew off in defense of why y'all beating him, and we weren't doing anything but talking. But at the same time, this man was physically and sexually out of pocket, walking in the store with his hands on your ass and calling you his baby's mama. Indulge me, Facebook. I'm actually allowing Instagram to view the video. But yeah, I don't know, man. I see manipulation is a big factor here. This goofy motherfucker was telling her something, gassing her up, riding around, whatever he was doing was enough to get her out of pocket to where she was willing to go and, you know, be with him, you know, in a situation that could have very well cost him, you know. So with that, it's like, what do? You know, how do you get into it? How do you get beyond that with a young girl who's got her mind made up that that's where she wants to be? You know, I don't, damn. I mean, what can you do, honestly? That's what she says she wants to be. You can't force her to leave, but I guess you can still cover the incident. I mean, cover the situation. Hang on. Someone says a 14-year-old doesn't know what real love is. A 14-year-old is a child. They should have called the police and whipped him before the police got there. Well, we saw them call the police and we saw them whip him, but we don't know that the police ever came. And being that they were in, I guess, in North Carolina, we don't know how that plays in certain parts of the world or certain parts of their areas. But yeah, I'm taken aback because this is nothing new. I mean, you have jokers that run around here and play their hand with in their homes. You know, you got goofy ass dudes that are brothers that are trying their hand with their younger sisters' girlfriends and shit. You know, that happens. Girl spend the night over and hear this motherfucker over here trying to do something to her, or you know, any situation that would put him in a mindset or excuse me, in a place where he feel like he can take advantage and get away. You know, y'all just talking. We just talking. We not having sex. Or is it one of those belly moments where the girl called the house and said, yeah, you Keisha? I'm Kiana. I was with your man last night. No, we ain't fuck because I ain't old enough. But I did suck his dick. That's one of those moments. But see, you gotta, my question is, how did she get to that point where she wanted to do that? Where was the love lost, or where was the guidance lost? You know? I'm here to say, I see some shit like that. Yeah, that right there is just what's gonna happen. Yep, he was fucking her. Bad thing, but that's the facts.
Dear God, I'm 14 years old. I've always been a good girl.
My thing is, man, to recognize that this is nothing new. Been going on since the dawn of time, but you know, people recognize and understand their mistakes and they choose to correct them. This is the human nature that we hope exists. Someone said, real love, boundaries, morals, self-worth, etc., are supposed to be modeled at home. This is why it's important or it is important to have a solid foundation, mother and father. But you got to understand, when we've been put in place to be, we didn't choose our parents, and we didn't choose the fact that our parents sometimes separate. But under the way, or the way their separations had gone, we were doomed to deal with some of this shit that we're dealing with anyway. But my issue is that a lot of times there are people around it that allow it. You got people who enable the pedophiles access to the children, to the girls, to the boys. You have that going on. Sometimes you have parents that are willing to sell their kids and in return for whatever they need for their benefit, or their self-medication, because they're already hurt too. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna run this over here on Instagram first. My thing is this. This has gone on since the dawn of time.
I'm 14 years old. I've always been a good girl. Maybe you can give me a sign. Let me know what's happening to me. One day, my daddy come and say, "You're gonna do what your mama wouldn't." Now, I got 2 children from my daddy. A baby boy called Adam. He took while I was sleeping. And a baby girl called Olivia. They took right out my arms. Then my mama died, cussing and screaming, because her heart been broke.
I thought this was some fucked up shit, and I still do. And those that don't get it, man, damn, shame on you. If y'all missed this, miss what just happened, or what's just about to happen.
I want to marry your Nettie. I gotta have somebody right now. I got nobody to watch over my youngin. They's be fighting and bleeding and throwing up on the floor sometimes. Well, I got a farm to run. Now, I'm gonna take right good care of your Nettie. I can't let you have Nettie. She's too young. But I tell you what, I can let you have some. She's old as any house you want to marry first.
14.
She ain't fresh though, but I expect you know that. She's spoiled twice. Celia is ugly, but she ain't no stranger to hard work. And God done fixed her. You can do everything just like you want to, and she ain't gonna make you feel the truth. But Nettie, you flat out can't have, not now, not never. Well, I ain't never looked at the other one before. Let me see her again. See it? Mr. Warren, look at you. Oh, nothing, never.
And that's a conversation between 2 pedophiles. Get out of here, man. 2 pedophiles. The daddy and already done had her way with her, and then gonna pawn her off to the next pedophile, which is Mr. Now, if y'all missed it and y'all have seen it, I'm sure y'all have seen the movie. The real part is how close the first pedophile was to her. It wasn't her real father. It was her mother's husband. Something that was imparted in him long before he got on the stream or on the scene with her.
Dear God, I'm 14 years old.
I got to run the clip on Facebook. Bear with me, y'all.
I've always been a good girl. Maybe you can give me a sign. Let me know what's happening to
From
me.
pedophile to pedophile.
One day, my daddy come and say, "You're gonna do what your mama wouldn't." Now, I got two children by my daddy. A baby boy called Adam. He took while sleeping. And a baby girl called Olivia. They took right out my arms. Then my mama died. Cussing and screaming. Cause the heart been broke.
Pray. Dear Lord, we ask your blessings on Brother James David Harris. Will you please? Amen.
I want to marry your nephew. I got to have somebody right now. I got nobody to watch over my youngins. They be fighting and bleeding. And throwing up on the floor sometimes. Well, I got a farm to run.
You know, I can't even go through that again. That's kind of disgusting. I like the movie. I love the movie, used to anyway, until you grow older and you begin to look at things in different eyes or through different views. It's like, well, damn, that was a good movie. And most of us, we don't see the vicious and cruel undertones of what's being projected to us through our minds, through our eyes, the things we hear, we take on. In this day and age, everything's so ratchet. It's about sex. It's about money. It's about fuck you, fuck the world, you know, fuck you, mama, fuck you, daddy. I'm my own person. And it makes it so easy for things to happen without it going unchecked. Unless you have people who have morals or their integrity is intact, like the brothers who served that street justice to the guy over being out there seeking to have his way with the young lady, to wreck her life, because that's basically what happens when a child is put into adult situations they're not prepared for. You scar them for life, mentally, physically. And those who are supposed to be the gatekeepers, the elders, you know, it's like us. We don't trust the police. Why? Because we've gotten so much abuse from them. So many things have happened. They've been involved in so many cases of demise of people that look like us. So yeah, we have trust issues when it comes to that. But it's worse when we have trust issues with people who are supposed to be our family. You know, you think about it. As a kid, most neighbors in your neighborhood, you know, we kind of came up in the night. Oh, I guess my generation would be the last, I guess, that came up in tight-knit neighborhoods where the majority of the parents knew one another or had some sort of introduction to one another, and the community was kind of tight. Now, shit, you out here on your own. And most would just as soon see you get a beat down than to intervene and help you, or they would see you wreck yourself as opposed to intervening and giving you some get right, you know. It's bad, but it still doesn't answer the question to me tonight: why nowadays that's cool with young girls? They want to be out here with that. They want that that dose of, I guess, excitement or acceptance. You know, I'm at a loss. You know, I guess someone could feel that lowly about themselves, that they're willing to let those things happen to them, and yeah, become Cash App chicks. Sorry, you know, I got to kind of throw something in there. The air's too thick, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm kind of I don't know, disgusted by some of the stuff that I see now when you really go back and you take a look at things for what they really are. Yeah, tonight's commentary is being brought to you by Izzy. No tequila in the glass, man. Hiatus. A hiatus. A long hiatus. No drinking, no smoking. Done. Yeah. I truly like to thank y'all, man, for choosing to be here tonight. Never has so few owed so much to so many. And yeah, it's been wonderful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.